Hey everybody, this is my Wonder Woman painting process. I decided to go with a voice recording instead of music this time because I actually think I spend way too much time listening to royalty-free music, trying to find one that I feel matches what I like. I figure this actually might be more of a time saver and more informative for you guys. So I start off with a sketch and a very rough one because I just need to get an idea of what it's going to look like. I really jump into the painting process pretty quickly. So after I add the basic colors, I start adding more detail, more shading, adjust the painting as I go, and then occasionally I use this tool called Liquify in Photoshop, and that kind of allows you to adjust the painting in a more liquid way, I guess you could say. It definitely makes your painting more malleable, and it's pretty neat. So here I'm just continuing. Occasionally I change the background behind the subject to make sure that I haven't made weird, funny marks around the subject matter and have it, like, sometimes I'll have a white background, and I've done some, instead of erasing around the subject, I end up painting like white around them, so I don't know that I have this white weird thing behind them or whatever color the background was. So I change the background to make sure that the subject is clean around the edges. Maybe it's just me that does that, I don't know. And then basically it's just building on top of my initial sketch and base colors and adding more and more shading. Personally, I love the painterly look. I'm not a huge fan of super smooth blending, so my paintings kind of have a rough look. But I don't know. Maybe it's because of my traditional art background, but I just love like oil paintings that aren't completely smooth. But yeah, when I'm painting, I have tons of reference on my second monitor, and references are good. Definitely use references. For this piece, I had a bunch of Wonder Woman references, Bruce Timm's, like Justice League Wonder Woman, and also Linda Carter's Wonder Woman. I grew up watching it. I'm a big fan. Oh, and yeah, flipping the image. I think a lot of artists tend to do that just to get fresh eyes on the painting. I'm constantly rotating it upside down and flipping it back and forth to make sure everything looks right, because sometimes things can look right one way and look completely weird another. So you definitely want to try to flip your image, or, you know, also standing up and walking away from it and coming back later helps. Funny enough, even watching my video recording while I'm painting gives me new insight into the piece. Here I definitely use Liquify to adjust her chest a bit, because I think Wonder Woman is a very, I want to say, robust woman, and like, she's tall, she's just strongly built in every way. So I felt like she should definitely have that bust along with the height and hips and everything. Pretty much, just celebrating the female form. I was thinking of adding like kind of like the star, kind of warped star banner around the bottom of her, but decided to go with a different background. With the hair, I probably go way too much into detail sometimes, and I have to push it back and smooth it out a bit, because there's just like way too many flyaway hair pieces. I love to do hair. Hair it's fun to do hair. I met a woman at one of the Comic Cons I was at, and she said that my hair had emotion, which I thought was a really cool comment and observation. But they definitely kind of do that swirl and all those weird things. I've read tutorials and seen tutorials where you should do hair. Think of painting hair like painting ribbon. It's just like this huge ribbon. I like how you highlight it and how it flows and stuff like that. Or just thinking of them as multiple pieces of ribbon. And I think it helps in learning or interpreting the way ribbon kind of blows in the wind like hair. Here I'm just shading more, continuing the work on it, refining the highlights, the shadows. I apologize for my big head in the shots. I didn't realize my hair was getting into the camera view. It's hard to know when to call it done on a piece. I definitely feel like I could go more. But I think this is a common issue with a lot of artists not knowing when to stop. For this piece, I actually stopped because of Stan Lee's LA Comic Con / Kamikaze, which was coming up, and I had to prepare for the show. But yeah, I think, as an artist, you just can keep going forever on a piece. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe learned something. I'm still learning myself, so feel free to leave comments, and see you guys next time.